Good morning, YouTube. For those of you who don't know me and don't know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. I am the author of Knights of Cloud. This book has been a long time coming. I've been trying to write this book and get it published for years, almost feel like decades. But I finally did it. Finally got it out to the public to for the public to read. I want to make this video just to give you a little just explain a little bit about me, who I am, why I wrote the book, who inspired me to write this book, and why. Give you a little bit of history on how I came up with the idea of writing this book. Well, firstly, I just want to give a special thanks to Excel Book Writing. They did a phenomenal job in putting together a package to present to the world on behalf of me, and I just want to thank you guys. Y'all did a phenomenal job. Leandra Knowles and the team, I just want to give you guys a special thanks. And I really appreciate all the work that you guys done for me. And I just want to give you a special thanks. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the breakdown on my book. And also I'm gonna give you I'm gonna talk to you guys about who inspired me to write this book. I mean, the person who inspired me to write this book is my brother. His name was John Paul Lockett. He's my big brother, and he's the person who inspired me to write this book, and he's the guy I dedicate this book to, because without him just without him exposing me to different stuff that he did, I never would have came up with the idea to write this book. And I just want to thank him for doing it. I know he's up there in heaven smiling down on me. And I just want to thank him. He passed away. And this is why I wanted to dedicate this book to him. He's also the one who's inspired me to be an author. And I want to give you guys the breakdown on that. When I was growing up, we only had one TV in the house. Of course, the person who bought the TV was my mother. So, you know how that go. That TV, she spent most of the time watching the TV pretty much. We didn't get time to watch TV. The only time we watched the TV is if we wanted to watch, is if we looked at what she was looking at, because that's just how it went. You don't want to look at what I'm looking at, then hey, you ain't finna look at nothing at all. And she spent most of the time looking at All My Children, One Life to Live. The stories, y'all know what I'm talking about, them stories. And she looked at Dynasty. the Dukes of Hazzard. What was the other stuff? Dallas with J.I. Who shot J.I. But while she was looking at that stuff, me and my brother, we found our own entertainment. And the entertainment that we did was me and my buddy Stephen Dobson. I remember Stephen Dobson. He was one of my childhood friends. He would come over and we would listen to my brother tell us these stories, that he made up, and he would put us in these stories, and he put us in these stories. We was the characters in this story he was telling. So I mean, we could like imagine us actually going through the stuff that he was telling us, as if we was like actually there in the story. And man, he would just tell us these stories. Wow, that wow, it really inspired me. Yeah, I miss those days. Those were the good old days. But anyway, like I say, that's why I dedicated this book to my brother, because he's really been a true instrument. He's really been a true inspiration to me. I always mess that word up. Inspiration. He's been a true inspiration to me, and I just, man, he made a real big impact, positive impact in my life. Now, to give you a little history on my fascination with vampires and knights. So we're going to start off with the bad guys, the vampires. I've always been fascinated with vampires for some reason. I'm a big horror movie fan. I love horror movies. Get me some good horror movies going on, and man, I'm like a fat kid in a candy shop. I love looking at horror movies. I like other movies too, but my preference is horror movies. But anyway, okay. I used to look at all kinds of horror movies back in the days. I can remember Vincent Price, the Vampire Slayer, back in the Spangoolie area. Back in the when we was able to watch TV every now and then. On Saturday night, I can remember Spangoolie used to come on, and they would have these movies about vampires come on. The vampire, no, Dracula versus the Wolfman, or a triple feature, Dracula versus the Wolfman and the Frankenstein. All kinds of stuff. The daughter of Dracula. Oh, we can't forget about Blackula in that series. Oh wow, I used to watch that too. Blackula. Yeah. Yeah. I got a couple of spinoffs on that too as well. That's a little spoiler alert. Yeah, I got some stuff coming. But anyway, just to bring you back on what I was talking about, I've always been fascinated with vampires. Always. Sorry about that. Cut this off so I can get back at it. There we are. Off. Okay. No, matter of fact, I better not do well. Didn't do it. Okay, just to get back at it, I can give you some other movies, some up to date movies. Though the movies I gave you was the black and white movies, but these movies that I'm finna give you now, like Blade, Blade. Oh man, love me some Blade. I looked at all the series. I can't wait till they do the remake. But to me, I mean, you just can't you just can't beat Wesley Snipes. Great actor, phenomenal actor. I want to see how they gonna do that because Wesley, that was my boy. You just can't play Blade. I wanna. I'm interested. I'm interested to see who they gonna put to play Blade. I doubt if they can top Wesley Snipes. He played that. He played that character to the T. But anyway, uh, just to get back, those are some movies that inspired me to write the Knights of Cloud. I mean, those are the movies that inspired me, that sparked my interest with the vampires. You know, just looking at movies like that. Okay, now on the other hand, now my history with the Knights, man, I can give you a whole bunch of movies on that, but I'm only gonna just throw out a few that y'all might be familiar with. You know, I mean, some of you young cats, y'all don't know nothing about them movies that I'm finna say. You might be familiar with them, but if you ever get time, you know, please look into checking out these movies if you ever get a little free time. But okay, just to name a few. Okay, back in the days, I used to look at Merlin and King Arthur. Of course, Conan the Barbarian. Let me see. Let me throw out some other old joints. The Barbarian Brothers. But they weren't really nice though. But I mean, still, I looked at them. Robin Hood. Oh, I can go on and on about that Robin Hood. But one of the particular movies that really piqued my interest with Knights was when Sean Connery starred in this movie and played in this movie called First Knight. It also got some good actors that played in it. That really inspired me. Sean Connery played a good job of being King Arthur and the knights at the round table. And yeah, if y'all didn't check that movie out, check it out. Man, it's a great movie. And for those who do know about that movie, I know y'all agree with me that was a good movie. Sean Connery, rest in peace. Love you, brother. Great actor. Great actor. It's another series that I look at that really sparked my interest, and that would be Night's Fall. Great series. Great series. I mean, it talks about it talks about the knights and how they fight with honor and all this good stuff. And wow, that's a great series. If you ever get some chance to check it out, please check it out. For all you young folks who don't know nothing about that, check that series out. But here's something you might know about that also I had when I was writing on the Knights of Cloud. I had fell into like this writer's block. But what inspired me to come back from this writer's block was the one and only book that came into a series known as Game of Thrones. That movie, I mean, that series on HBO, man, it brought me back from the break. It inspired me to make this book, to finish this book, and man, thumbs up goes up to the writer of that book. Man, phenomenal work. Man, blown away. It inspired me to finish my book. Well, you know what? I don't want to babble too much, but check out my next video. I'm gonna give you guys the breakdown on the actual book. I'm explain to you guys the years that when I first came to the idea of writing this book, and also I'm going to tell you guys you know exactly when I started actually writing the book. Because first I started on just writing it on paper, and then when floppy disks came out, I hooked it up on some floppy disks. But we'll talk about all that on my next video. So I'm gonna say see you guys later for now. But check out my next video, and I'm gonna give you the breakdown on it.